Hi, everybody.
Hey guys,
Welcome back to Luna Travel. I'm Josie.
and I'm Blake.
And today we are bringing you a Harry Potter video, guys.
Harry Potter!
This is everything Harry Potter we did in Europe. You're welcome. Oh boy, Harry, come tonight.
Harry Potter.
So let's get into it. We were in Europe for 2 weeks, which was amazing. We went to Scotland and England and a bunch of different towns within those places, and we did a lot of other stuff other than Harry Potter, which we will do those videos later on, guys. So if you want to see that, subscribe.
Please, I beg you.
But this is all the Harry Potter stuff we did in Scotland and England.
It's a lot.
Yes.
A lot of notes.
A lot of notes. So starting with Scotland, the first thing we did, probably our most iconic thing we did, one of them, was the Glenfinnan Viaduct.
The Glenfinnan Viaduct is a crossing of basically just two hills. There's other viaducts throughout Scotland, but this is like the most special one because this is where the scene when the Hogwarts Express and the cameras fly in, because back in the day they had helicopters and not drones for all you kids out there. But is actually called the Jacobsite train. In summer months, it runs twice a day. It goes out to Malag, stays there for 2 hours, and then comes back twice a day. Then fall, and then it also shuts down in winter. So
cool train facts, babe. Love that. So we got there to the viaduct. This is something free you can do. So we got there, and the train was going to leave at 10:30. So everybody wants to get this shot, right? So everybody kind of hikes up this hill. It's kind of like a little bit of a hike if you want to get all the way up there.
Guys, it is a hill. Wear your hiking boots. Blake did not.
yeah, you get the whole train going all the way, but you'll see in the video. It's nice shots we got.
But when the train drove by, I cried. That was good.
Like
That was
that.
good. So this shot was used in several of the Harry Potter films, including Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, and Goblet of Fire. And like Blake was saying, this is a real active train. You can pay to actually ride the train. I cried though while we were walking away. I was like, I cannot believe that we were blessed to be able to see this.
Guys, I'm literally about to cry. I have waited to see that for my whole life since I was like 11. Like, that was so beautiful.
Yeah,
And
very nice.
We're so blessed to be able to experience this.
Yes.
And somebody almost fell on the trail, so we're
Yeah,
going to try to get
nothing
down.
new.
It's very muddy here.
Yes.
It was really cool.
Yeah, it was very cool.
But in this same area, you can walk over to the lake, and this is actually called Loch Shiel or Loch Shiel. But I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it's pronounced either way. But this is what they use for the Black Lake in Harry Potter. And you will see this location for the Triwizard Tournament. This is where Harry rides Buckbeak
Yes.
over the lake, and also where they did establishing shots of Hogwarts. So this
Yes.
lake they use for a lot.
But my thing is, maybe the Hogwarts castle's really there. We're just muggles and we can't see it. You ever thought of that?
Muggle.
I'm sad. So moving on to Edinburgh, Scotland. This is where we did a lot more Harry Potter stuff. Edinburgh is beautiful. If y'all do not know, J.K. Rowling, who wrote the Harry Potter books, lived in Edinburgh while she was writing a lot of them. And she did a lot of the writing and drafting for the books in Edinburgh. And she got a lot of the inspiration from the architecture and everything from Edinburgh. So
Yes.
this was cool. So we had to visit Victoria Street, which was apparently the place where she got the inspiration for Diagon Alley.
Diagon Alley!
Alright guys, we are here at Victoria Street, which is where J.K. Rowling got the idea for Diagon Alley and the Harry Potter series.
So we walked Victoria Street, and on Victoria Street is a restaurant called the Elephant House. Now this is very significant because this is where J.K. Rowling did a lot of the drafting for all of the Harry Potter books. So we got to eat there.
Yes. But it was very cool. Just upstairs, the food was fantastic.
We got jacket potatoes.
Yes, jack and potatoes, which was really good. Of course, me, I got beans. I think I got beans with every meal, honestly. So,
Unfortunately for me, we
yeah.
got beans with every meal. But these jacket potatoes were very good, and then we had butterbeer. Obviously, we had to have that.
Yes, the butterbeer was really good. It's a little sparkly and stuff, you know.
Yeah, they put glitter in it.
Yeah, but it was all the food and everything is very decently priced, especially for being where it was at. It's very touristy on Victoria Street, but we had a fantastic time there. So where did we go next, or what did we see next? Ooh.
Tom Riddle's grave.
Yes.
This was cool. So Tom Riddle's grave in Edinburgh, Scotland, is in the Greyfriars Kirkyard.
Yes.
So it's like a church graveyard, and it took us a bit to find it. We finally did.
And one trivia question: do you know what the difference of a cemetery and a graveyard is?
Oh, I know.
We just said in context clues, but Josie knows it.
Yeah, I know. So a graveyard is attached to a church, and then a cemetery is not.
Ding,
Oh.
ding, ding, winner.
There you go. So we all learned something today. But that was really cool. So J.K. Rowling apparently got a lot of the names and characters and things from stuff she saw around Edinburgh and surrounding areas of Scotland. So she saw this grave that said Tom Riddle on it, and that's where she got the name, Tom Riddle, Lord Voldemort.
Yeah.
So after we left Scotland, we went to York, England, which is like a small little town in England, and we didn't even know about this really, maybe he did.
Yeah.
But we went to a little alleyway. You kept like going and you found something called the Shambles.
Yes.
And it was so much like Diagon Alley. It was crazy. If anybody's been to Diagon Alley in Universal Studios Orlando, it is just like that.
It's very similar. You had a lot of the wood building. You had a lot of wood building structures that were exterior, and then you had like the plaster and the cement and stuff on the outside of it smushed together. A lot of buildings kind of encroaching over each
Very
other,
small.
and a lot of buildings that were like like that, you know.
Yeah.
So.
And they had a bunch of Harry Potter stores, all kinds of Harry Potter merch you could get. It was really cool. This was probably one of my favorite little spots.
Yeah, and luckily we got there early. We stayed across the river and we went to there, and like there was still like 4 or 5 people with cameras by the time 10 o'clock hit. There
It
was
was
probably
crazy.
100 people with their phones.
People are already lining up to get butterbeer, all this stuff. So it's very popular. So our tip is if you want to go to the Shambles in York, England, definitely get up 6 or 7 a.m. and get down there by 8 so you can get some good photos and videos. So that was really cool. And now for the piece de resistance, the most Harry Potter thing that we did on this trip, I need a drum roll, babe, was the Warner Brothers Studio tour.
Yes.
We saw a video and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to go to the studio tour. Let's go to England. And then 4 years later, we went.
Yes.
And then we built the whole other parts of the trip around this. But this was one of the first reasons why we wanted to go to England. And it was really cool.
One tip is to book your tickets early for one.
But anyway, so we get there. We're fangirling. We're looking at all the things. Our tour time was at 6.
Mhm.
But the way
They're like at 5:15. We got in at 5:15.
Yeah. The way they do this is they kind of just filter people in so that it kind of gives people some time to look at things and not be super crowded. And then you go through a couple pre-shows, kind of like Universal, like an attraction. You go through a couple pre-shows, then finally they kind of let you loose. So we did the pre-shows, which we couldn't film. But then once we were let loose, we went to the Great Hall, which was so cool. They had it decorated for Halloween and the pumpkins were up in the air.
Yep.
So cool. So cool. So everybody was kind of rushing around though, taking pictures, kind of jumping in front of people.
Out of my way.
When you go to this, if you ever get a chance to go, definitely
Wear
Put
your
your-
shoulder pads. Wear your shoulder pads.
No,
Get out of the way.
I was saying to pray beforehand and get some patience
Yes.
because it was a little
Yes.
frustrating when you're clearly looking at something and then you have people pushing you and trying to see things. It wasn't too many people
No,
that were
wasn't too
rude,
bad.
but only a couple will
Mm.
ruin it for everybody.
Always a few.
Yeah. But it was really cool. So in the studio tour, you're seeing the actual props and sets that they used in the Harry Potter films.
Mhm.
So that was the actual Great Hall, which was insane. That was probably my favorite part because it was a grand reveal. And when you open the doors, you see it. And then, yes. And then the rest of it is kind of like a museum. So,
it really
yeah,
is.
like actual props, actual
Yeah.
costumes.
Most of the areas, there's other stages inside the exhibits, but they're very small, and then some of them have dummies and stuff that would be like Snape or Hagrid and stuff,
Yeah.
and like what they would be doing. There's even one like Hagrid's house, for instance, and shows like a dummy of him like sitting in his house and all his stuff,
Yeah.
his gloves, stuff like that.
Yeah. So I don't know. This was a really cool part. I loved it. But also like we've been to Universal so many times, so it almost didn't feel like we were seeing the real stuff because we're so used to seeing
Yeah, seeing like Diagon Alley compared to the set, one,
so tiny.
yeah, you're just like, wow, this is so small, and like Diagon Alley there, it's like you know you have real active food, you know you're just you're
Yeah. It
you're
was
spoiled.
definitely yeah, we are spoiled. But it was definitely cool seeing like, okay, these are the actual sets. But it was different because I don't know, I just was expecting it to be bigger. But I think that's the cool part about movie magic, right? I mean, they take these sets and they make them into something that looks so grand on
Mhm.
screen, but like really, it's pretty small.
Yeah, it's quite small. It's quite
Yeah.
small. One of the coolest one of the coolest sets was Privet Drive, actually, where the Dudleys lived.
Oh
So
yeah, and then they had the iconic scene where he blew up his aunt.
yeah,
That was hilarious. And like all the letters, that was really cool. I did like Privet Drive a
yeah,
lot.
that was really neat. Just a quick walk, and it's super small. Like
Yeah,
you
it's
walk
so
in,
tiny.
you're like you'll walk in, you're out.
Yeah,
So
and we did have a little bit of a rainy night, so keep this in mind.
it is London.
It is London, yeah. So we did wear our rain jackets, but it was pretty pouring pretty
It
bad.
just kind of went back and forth. It was
Yeah,
like wet, not wet, wet,
yeah.
not wet.
So we saw the night bus and all that good stuff, and the bridge. So that was cool, but you couldn't walk on it because of the rain, so we
Yeah.
didn't get that. But so this tour is kind of separated into two parts.
Mhm.
So you have your pre-shows, and then you're able to go into the Great Hall. You go into like the museum type thing, and then it comes out to another cafe in the middle of the tour
Mhm.
where you can get real food if you want. But then there's butterbeer ice cream, regular butterbeer, frozen butterbeer. So we got butterbeer ice cream.
Yeah,
It was amazing.
yeah, it was.
So good. I don't even think I've had butterbeer ice cream in the parks.
Yeah. And also, you get a souvenir cup, obviously, either a butterbeer or butterbeer ice. I think it's like $2 more, but it's definitely
It was worth it.
It's nice to bring some fine china home and put it in
Yes.
your cabinet.
Yes, we've used them since we've been home.
We have. I've used it twice actually.
So that's the way the tour is kind of set up. So the first part, and then you kind of come to the cafe where you take a break, and then all the outside sets are right outside the cafe, and then you move along to the creature section where they show you how they make the animatronics, the different like masks and stuff for the goblins, the makeup area. I love all this stuff because I love special effects makeup. And my favorite thing that I saw, and I hope you got it on camera, but I can't remember,
Oh, it did.
was Hagrid's head. It is an animatronic head
Mhm.
because they made him so much bigger in the films, they had to put a fake head on him. And it was the actual one. It was so cool. Yeah, so after all that, then we did the creature makeup area. In the very end of the tour, they take you to a model of Hogwarts. And I don't think this is the actual model of Hogwarts that they use, but it's one of them.
Yeah.
Or like an exact replica, but this was pretty cool. It's just like a smaller Hogwarts castle. And Blake got some really cool shots for you guys of actually looking like you're the size of Hogwarts Castle. It's so cool. I'll go to those shots now. seeing all of this, it was just amazing.
Yeah, it was.
I loved it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, the only other thing we did, we kind of got done. It was about 8 o'clock. We went to go get, actually, we just ate dinner there. And dinner was pretty good. Josie got pepperoni pizza, and then I got the,
Deathly Hallows.
yes, Deathly Hollows pizza. Don't worry, the dough is black, but it's actually a charcoal dough.
Did that hurt your
So-
belly at all?
No, it tasted good. It tasted really good, honestly. So.
Yeah. So this was overall a great experience. We enjoyed it. How much were the tickets, babe?
Tickets were, because we paid in pounds. I think it was 55 pounds. 55 pounds, so about $70 US money.
It's totally worth it, guys. And like we went through it in like 2.5 hours because we have seen a lot of the things before.
Yeah.
And we just didn't really want to wait to take pictures. They have the Hogwarts Express there you could take pictures in front of. We just didn't really care about taking pictures. We just wanted to see what we wanted to see.
Yeah.
But if you stopped, took pictures, watched every single show. Oh, we did meet Buckbeak.
Yes.
That was, I bowed to him.
Wait, I'm gonna bow to him.
He was beautiful. So if you did want to do all that, you could probably be in this tour for like 4 hours.
Oh, easily, yeah. Especially if you stop in the middle, get a full meal and eat and everything. You have kids, you have family and stuff. You could definitely take more time.
But we tend to go through stuff faster than most people.
Yeah,
So-
definitely.
But this would be a 10 out of 10 for me. This was
Oh, yeah.
probably one of my favorite things that we
Mm-hmm.
did on the trip. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed seeing all the Harry Potter areas, filming locations, and activities we did on our UK trip. We will be posting more UK content if y'all are interested in that. We have a whole Scotland video coming out, a whole England video coming out, some transportation videos coming out because we did ride first class on a couple trains. So yeah, we had a great time and we can't wait to share this with you guys. And even if a lot of people don't see this, we'll get to look back on this. All right, guys. Hope you enjoy the video. I'm Josie.
I'm Blake.
We're Maluna Travel. Catch you later, guys. Bye.